Hey guys, brief video update today. It's hard to ignore the ongoing conflict in Ukraine when you have a Cold War channel. So figured we would go over some of the most recent changes in the war. So on the face value, it looks like Ukraine has Russia on its heels, retreating. I follow all mainstream and secondary websites and everything all the way out to conspiracy websites. I don't believe everything that I hear, but I follow all outlets. It doesn't make a ton of sense that Russia would be withdrawing just because they're losing. It doesn't make a ton of sense. It's not likely. Chances are they're withdrawing to set up a better defensive front to withhold the winter. On top of that, they're shutting down Ukraine's power grid, which is going to make the winter unbearable for the people, and it's going to force, most likely, Ukraine to have to come to the table and bargain with Russia to try to end the war. So everybody's feeding into this. Ukraine's pushing them back. I understand on face value, but it's most likely a strategic withdrawal, not let's just run and hide. So they have the power grid. Russia is taking losses, and they're taking losses in equipment for sure. They're running out of missiles. That's pretty much been reported everywhere you look. Most likely they will hold up for the winter. I would say fighting probably gets down to random shelling, very low level battles, because the winter's unbearable over there. Or they'll end the war before the winter's out, because Ukraine can't go without power and without heat. And with the loss of the infrastructure that they've taken, they probably can't continue this war much longer. So if I were to give my honest opinion, I would say the war probably wraps up with some kind of ceasefire treaty. Russia probably keeps a lot of the territory they took. Maybe not all of it, but they'll probably take a lot of it. Ukraine probably puts NATO on the back burner, although I don't think they were ever getting into NATO. Whether NATO promised it or not, that's debatable, but I don't know that they were ever going to get into NATO for a bunch of reasons. One reason that can't go ignored is, when you look it up, Ukraine was one of the most, if not the most corrupt country in Europe prior to this war, even possibly passing Russia. So prior to the war, I don't know that NATO was letting Ukraine in based on the corruption, the large-scale corruption. So that's where we're at. Russia did fall back strategically, most likely. Again, that's just my opinion. I don't know. Ukraine can probably continue to fight as long as the world sends them money and weapons and people to a lesser extent. But I guess the world's probably praying for a end to the war, like I'm sure the Ukrainian people are hoping for. But that's where we're at, you know, as of almost Thanksgiving, mid-November. So I appreciate the support of the channel. I hope you guys will continue to watch my videos, and I hope to continue gaining followers to the channel, even if it's slowly but surely. Thanks again, guys.